And welcome back, class. When we left off, we were talking to Meryl and decided to help her with fixing her evil mirror, or in my case, finding out how to prevent her from fixing her evil mirror. When we left off, actually, I went and respec'd Meryl too, so that she's got more of a focus on Constitution. And we're going to head up to Sundermount and see what Marathari has to say about this whole Illuvion business, which I completely disapprove of. There's Meryl there. I also messed around with the tactics a bit more, so I've been saying I would do that. So I don't know if you want to see those. I mean, it seems kind of boring to see the tactics, but I actually haven't done them for Hawk. Yeah, so it's just pretty simple stuff. When the enemies are clustered, use these attacks. Blah blah blah. When you're low on health, use a health potion. Same thing with Aveline. You know, when these enemies are doing this, then you do that. When you're like this, do that. Oh, I guess I should self health less than 25%. Use item health potion. Okay. And yeah, we can quickly run through these. Self health less than 50%, ally health less than 20%, yeah. Don't know why that's in there twice, but whatever. Okay, and enemy clustered, these three enemies. I want you to use Gravitic Ring. Good. That's the main thing. Okay, and we're off like a herd of turtles. I'm so glad I got this new cowl. Look how much better it is than that gross thing we had before. Ugliest cowl in the game.
Been visiting the Viscount's gardens, Daisy.
Oh, they're enormous. And they're always empty. Why don't more people go to see them?
Probably because they're private and surrounded by guards.
I thought all those men looked a bit cross.
Meryl. What would we do without you, other than live a happy, complete, and fulfilling life? So let's see. She should Keeper Marathari. Where is she? There she is. What's up, Marathari?
Keeper, you returned to us, darling. Have you reconsidered this path at last?
Yeah.
Hello again, Keeper. Don't you look lovely?
My apologies, Hawk. Be welcome among the Dalish.
I better be.
Keeper, I need the Arulin'holm, the ancient carving blade that Master Arulin'holm keeps.
I see. You wish to rebuild the Illuvion.
Not on my watch.
I approve of it. I'm invoking Via Sulavanen. I'll do whatever task you wish.
Like I'll do it.
No, I can still disapprove. It is your right. I will give you a service to perform if you insist.
All right.
What did Meryl invoke?
Our history belongs to all Dalish, child. So our clan's most cherished relics can be claimed by everyone.
Oh.
Any Dalish can perform a service for the clan and gain ownership of such an item. For a time. That is what Meryl has invoked. Even if she has chosen to live apart, she is still one of the people.
All right.
What exactly is this thing we're asking for?
The Arulin'holm.
It is an ancient carving tool, used by our wood shapers, passed down for countless generations.
At least 4.
Our clan has carried it since before the fall of the Dales. It is as old as Arlathan itself.
Is it? All right then.
What's this service?
Avar Terrell has taken the lives of 3 of our hunters.
Fascinating.
It lairs in a cavern in the mountainside. Seek it out, slay it. No one else must fall to its anger.
So I guess that's how you complete Herbalist task too.
And I will give you the Arulin'holm. May the Dread Wolf never catch your scent.
Yeah, may the Dread Wolf never catch your whatever. Okay. Fine. 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 We'll do it.
Another time, Harren.
There it is. Okay, let's see what Master Island has for sale. Anything good? Nope. Nope. What's this? Oh yeah, I never actually needed that before. Nope. 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 Alright.
Dalish crafting is second to none, I assure you.
So, looks like we have to go up Sundermount. And, great. We'll head up Sundermount, we'll look for those hunters. And, sure, fine. Just, you know, whatever. You should turn on your new rock armor, by the way. There's a girl. And that is Blood of the First. Good. And you want your speed. I don't need that anymore. That's what I was looking for. Whatever happened to... There it is. Good. Everyone's got their abilities set up. Everyone's set. We're ready for anything. I'm excited to try out these new abilities I picked up. The Primal Tree and the new Force Mage stuff. What's that? Petrify? Yeah. Okay, so we gotta keep on moving on. Keep on keeping on. Head up the hill. So yes, we've had some interesting developments with the Canadian government recently. I'm sure those of you who are not from Canada don't pay any attention to our politics. But actually how it all began before our current Prime Minister Stephen Harper got elected was that we had, well, we've got three main parties: the Liberals, the Progressive Conservatives, and the New Democrats, the NDP. Now the Progressive Conservatives, oh, this giant spider's still there. The Progressive Conservatives ceased to exist a number of years ago, and they were, you know, whatever you may think of them, they were a certain group and they had a certain set of ideals. And, what's this? Mountain Graveyard, is that where we're going? Must be. Anyway, after they were dismantled, Stephen Harper formed a new party which he called just the Conservatives. Now the Conservatives are nothing like the Progressive Conservatives, whom the elderly have been voting for in Canada for years beyond reckoning. They're sort of like the, I don't know, they weren't really like the Republican Party, but the Progressive Conservatives were, they always had the elderly vote locked down and the wealthy vote locked down. And anything going to be here? Jump out at us? We ran into that crazed loner? No? So they had that locked down, and the elderly demographic is huge in Canada. You have a huge aging demographic. So Harper was very clever when he just called his group the Conservatives, because that's what people called the Progressive Conservatives for short. So he, without even having to campaign, locked down the elderly vote and the wealthy vote, because the people who had voted for the Progressive Conservative all their lives didn't bother following politics. They simply went into the polls, voted Progressive Conservative, and that was that. So without even having to do any campaigning or any politics, he'd locked down the vote of people who didn't watch the news and voted Conservative, or Progressive Conservative, which was a huge, huge number of people. Am I in the right area at all? How do I get here? How the heck? Alright. And despite the final leader, the last leader of the Progressive Conservatives going on record saying, do not vote for the Conservatives if you voted for us, they're nothing like us, we disagree with them, Harper managed to scrape by with enough of those votes, and enough votes for people who genuinely wanted to vote for his party, to gain a minority government, which collapsed. They called for, well, the minority government was actually the Liberals, briefly. Anyway, so that government collapsed. How the heck are we supposed to get where we're going? We gotta go back into Sundermount. Oh my goodness, we're in completely the wrong area. We were supposed to take the west. I'm sorry about that. But hopefully this little chat has been interesting at least. So that government collapsed and there was another vote held. And Stephen Harper managed to get a minority government out of it. And he's clung to power since. So that's how he came to power to begin with. And he is very much in the vein of the former American President George W. Bush in his beliefs, and he pretty much did everything George W. Bush asked him to do during the time that Bush was president. So he is still in power, but there is a vote of no confidence going on due to discrepancies in the budget that was presented, led by Jack Layton, the federal head of the New Democratic Party. So there's going to be another election, and it seems from early polls that Harper will still manage to hold on to power, at least in terms of the popular vote, despite the fact that he's being called on a vote of no confidence and that his government has been involved in tons and tons of shady dealings. Now, I'm obviously not trying to tell you how to vote. Vote with your conscience if you're Canadian, or if you're anyone, vote with your conscience, but in the upcoming election, Canadians are the ones who need to worry about it. But educate yourself about what's actually happening before you get to the polls.
Great things.
Thank you.
But you're stupid.
Yep.
I'm sorry, what?
Don't you think it would be better to work on where you are now, instead of recreating old glory?
No, that's kind of the opposite of what I've been saying. I'm the stupid one. Whatever.
You are the stupid one, Meryl. You're stuck in the past. Stupid Meryl. Okay, here we are. And Meryl's too dumb to realize that she's dumb. Even better. Okay, now we're finally at the path where we're supposed to be. And we're just about out of time, so I apologize for that wandering. But hopefully the political lesson was interesting in its own right. Let's take a quick trip in here, see what's happening. Anything interesting back here? Got some dead skeletons. Are they going to rise up and attack us? I bet they are. What's this? Pile of bones. Polished whitewood amulet. Neat. That it? That's all we got back there? Is the door open? Nope. Alright. Head down the stairs. See what's down here. Spiders. And a hunter corpse. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. Let's call down a tempest on them first. And where's that new spell I want to try out? There we go. Alright, so that slows them down, which is pretty neat. Cool. And I can just run right past them if I want. And attack from back here. Boom. Okay, so we've got more of those coming. Interesting. Alright, what else we got? Petrify? Okay, that wasn't that interesting. Come on. Come on. There we go. Stop that. Stop that. Whatever. Okay, so that's brittle. Let's see if Stone Fist can... Or not. Alright. So clearly we need to figure out some stuff about how this works before it'll be that effective. Okay. Why are you... Alright, so Mind Blast is supposed to be here. You can come up here. What the heck? Alright, well we'll be back in the next episode and I'll get this all figured out. Until then, all the best.